Why is crushed stone used on train tracks? Are they safer than perfectly smooth ones? Why don't engineers just pour concrete and call it a day? To see why, picture the track like a burger. The rails are the top bun, the ties are the patty, and the crushed stone under them is the bottom bun holding it all up. Now, think about how heavy a train is. We're talking thousands of tons, pressing down with every single wheel over and over, day in and day out. If that much weight sat on smooth stones, they'd slide and roll apart. The whole track bed would shift and the rails would warp right along with it. Unlike smooth stones, track ballast, the crushed stone under the rails, cannot roll. Their sharp, irregular edges bite into each other to lock the track in place. Under the weight of a train, that pile locks up into something close to solid ground, but still has enough breathing room to soak up the shock instead of shattering. Why not just use concrete? It's low maintenance, but the initial cost is a fortune. Plus, if the ground shifts or a slab cracks, repairs are a nightmare. Rocks let the track breathe. Though, holding the train up is really just its first job. This pile quietly spreads the weight to the ground and provides proper drainage. It also stops weed growth and dampens the noise. But the most overlooked, it tightly anchors the ties, using weight and friction to lock the steel rails in place so they don't warp and buckle in the scorching summer heat. Still, no matter how well they work, they wear down. Every time a train passes, those sharp edges grind and smash together. Over time, this friction rounds them off and breaks them apart, turning them into a fine dust that clogs up the gaps. And once that happens, they stop locking together. The track bed loses its grip, the drainage stops working, and the whole system starts falling apart. But that's the beauty of it. That's why railroads run specialized maintenance trains. They lift the rails, dig up the old stone, shake out the dust, and dump the good crushed stone right back in, along with a fresh batch of sharp new stones. Now, why do we call these stones ballast in the first place? It's kind of a weird word for a pile of crushed stone, but the name actually comes from the sea. Centuries ago, sailors filled empty ships with heavy stones called ballast to keep them from flipping over in rough waves. Later, railroad engineers looking for a cheap, heavy material to stabilize their new tracks borrowed this along with the name ballast. An idea that once saved ships at sea now became the foundation of the railroad. Sometimes the safest systems in the world are the ones we leave a little imperfect.